And how's everyone doing today? Hope you guys had a good night. Yes, I have been the toilet man. I currently don't have the cable to hook up that camera, so I can't do that right now. Yeah, it saddens me I don't have that cable right now. I've got one on order, but, you know. How you doing, Ghost? Thanks for lurking, Steve. I've got... Ooh, looks like something just got shot out of the sky. God, is that thing still floating along? Good God. Alright, and let's just get Steve in here. How you doing, Steve? Sorry, not Steve. Slim. God,
Yes.
I say hi to one person and then that name gets stuck in my head. Holy cow, we lit something up. And that's why I keep adding additional weapons to everything. And the ship took a hit. Great. That's gonna be some work fixing. Really? The thruster component took so much damage it needs new components? Holy cow.
Don't you love it? They know where to hit you where it hurts.
Yeah, well, I mean, thankfully we do have like 3,000 or more thruster components, but still. I am the magic toilet, but I'm also the big, beautiful, bearded man according to your Discord, so... I got a little bit of repairs to do up here. I've been doing so well not needing these for the last few days, but... Let me take a look at the other, at least they didn't hit any of the other end. And at least they didn't hit the hydrogens. Good God,
Yeah.
it would have been bad if they hit the hydrogens. Hey, Nikio, thank you for the raid. How you doing today? Oh, come on, camera. Work with me, not against me. You always do this to me at the weirdest times. Come on. Really, camera? How you doing, Nikki? Come on, really? There we go. How you doing? You know, the invisibility has been bad enough lately that I had to actually wear the gloves so you guys could actually see my hands for once.
Yep.
Kind of it fades in and out, but when it's bad, it's bad. Getting sleepy? Yeah. Dude, I have been doing so much myself.
Okay.
Just took a hit to the to the build here a minute ago. Yeah, ghost hands. But yeah, it's just happens. I think this is... Oh, this might be a 7. That is the weirdest part about working with the blocks, is figuring out which block it is. You know, when you've got weird positions. There's so many. Is that it? That looks to be it. You'll show me some ghost hands, huh, Ghost? Alright, I hear you, I hear you. This one I used? No, it was the one on fire.
That's wild.
There we go. Yeah. Yeah, the invisibility, it's not too bad. I think the part that gets bad is that I keep worrying about it slowly getting worse. It was an 8. Oh, God, it's been a while since I did anything as big as an 8-hour. Holy cow. You got what on Space Engineers? Yeah, it's easy to get away. It's easy to get carried away on Space Engineers, I'm not gonna lie. It looks like it was the only damaged miracle of miracles.
Only a few will survive. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone.
Yep, I mean,
A new era has begun.
there's always the concern of that.
Prepare
There's also the concern that
for the apocalypse.
I'm slowly going to you know, go dark. There we go. A little coughing floating around. That's not the weirdest thing I've been called, oddly enough. Oh, coffee! Oh wait, you've got the coughing. I'm in front of it today. I get hungry sometimes. Sometimes it feels like I need to take a bite out of the avatars. Well, I mean, I don't want to get sick. I mean, he is the poison Pokemon.
Forests burned up. The sky colors red.
Technically, it means I took a bite out of myself, too.
Volcanoes erupt. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun.
One of these days, I'm going to figure out how to figure out and build a boss raid for stream avatars that lets you guys fight me as the boss. One of these days, I'm going to do that. One of these days, I'm going to build a boss fight of me, of my head floating here against you guys. And I just know the day I succeed in doing that is also the day that Ghost actively wants to fight it repeatedly. He will be all about fighting it just so he can say he killed a streamer. Am I wrong, Ghost? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I do have one or two friends who are budding artists that I am trying to encourage to lean more towards the digital, because for their art, because it'll be easier for them. Whether they follow through on it, though, is up to them. I'll have to see if they're willing to give it a shot. But there's just so much to do for these nacelles. They're going to be crazy, and armed to the absolute teeth when they're done.
Yeah, I need you to finish yours on one so that way I can take it and copy it and flip it.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you can go hammer and tongs, whatever you do here will be able to be used on the other side.
All right, good to know. That is small beans for a turret. So is that one. Here's my big turret. That's a sufficiently big turret for this spot. Y'all think so? The Echo autocannon. We have a fair amount of ammo stored up for that too. I'm gonna grab some materials to finish that up. I don't think I have any of those built anywhere. I think the reason we've got so much of the ammo is from ship captures. And really, Weather, why are you doing this to us? That is, let me pull it up in RX Echo autocannon. Here we go. It is a heavy precision autocannon firing caseless 85mm rounds at high velocity and long range. Fiercely capable as an all-rounder weapon, packing both armor-piercing and high explosive round options. 6-kilometer range, accepts 85mm, AC autocannon. So yeah, it looks good, and it's got that reach out and touch your opponent, ability. I might just make this one a thruster. Yeah, I think a pair of these autocannons right here. This one will be enough. Really? I mean, if the 3,000 millimeter, case-mated cannons don't, in broadside formation, don't, get them in touch with whatever deity they believe in, I'm not sure much else will.
Push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out. You can't get to me.
Yeah, I think I like the whole built it up. They kind of latches over the top of the casemates a little, and I can mirror that on the underside to provide a little more weaponry down here too. True, true. Shooting Aussies at the enemy is always a good tactic. I don't know if Dirk told you, but he's taking a break off today because his throat's killing him. You know, get well soon, Dirk. We need you. You know, we need you for the sass, if nothing else.
What the hell was that?
Huh? What, the sass?
No, the glitch out, like the lag time.
Uh-huh.
Look what happened down on the base.
On the base? How did you manage that?
Coming in and then boing, went down too fast.
Oof. Bruh. Hey, that should get knocked out of the air fairly quickly. Ooh, actually, what is our ammo like on this? Still got plenty. It's also taking a few hits. God, I love those cannons. I am not even sure what's going on with this music, by the way. Yeah, no, I was right there with you, Ghost. Just... Come on. Come on, he's not normally that bad. Oh, never mind, not that one. There's only 13... So, I use Pretzel Rocks for music. I've established this in the past. There's a channel called Main Character. Assume the leading role and add some drama to your life. Because I use YouTube Safe as well as what's supposed to be lyric free. Apparently it forgets that a lot of the time. There are only 5 tracks available in that category for a total of 13 minutes of playtime. So I threw on some lo-fi from it. Ooh, no, this might be too quiet. Yeah, let's go for the metal. Yeah, no, I know. It's weird. Pretzel Rocks. It is a free royalty-free music service for streaming. You have an upset. Is the music a little too rough? Oh no. Yeah, but we'll throw the metal track on for a little bit. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, the kitty wants attention. Gotcha. This is nice and mellow. I suppose it would be, you know. Aw. Nobody likes it when the kitty has to be put down. You know, that's no fun. You know, I'm just glad that my sister's dog doesn't constantly want to. Unfortunately, those would get me copyright struck, Ghost, which is kind of why I use Pretzel. Copyright strikes are a bitch, and I'd rather not deal with them.
I agree with those ones. They're literally getting copyright strikes. It's not good.
Yeah. I have been very fortunate to have not had it happen on Twitch, just warnings. And Pretzel comes with a default fix for if you've got a, hey, this might get, so you might want to, so we, when it does that, hey, this might get struck, so we're going to mute it before you get struck to help you out. Pretzel comes with a guarantee that if you're playing their music exclusively and they do that, all you have to do in the unmute request is state that you have permission to use it from the applicable parties.
Yeah.
So nice, because it takes a lot of the argument out of it. Yeah, so anyone who's has trouble with deciding music on stream, yes, you might not get the name brand stuff, but if you're looking for some, look out below. So, Slim, I'm assuming you just saw what happened to me.
Yep.
So, quick note, I'm guessing you can see where it's missing from. Right here.
Mm-hmm.
So, quick note, that's not attached to anything if you take out those spots I just did. Let me see what I gotta rebuild here and how to fix that problem. Well, I think step one is, yeah, no, I feel you right there. And they've got all sorts of stuff. Like, let me just pull up Pretzel real quick and read off some of the names of these channels. If you're not worried about putting it on YouTube, there's a lot more on these channels, but they've got stuff like chill EDM, chill guitars, classical, country if you're into that, drum and bass, epic, like cinematic orchestral pieces, funk, EDM, the evil time of the music year, hard dance, house grooves, high speed EDM instead of just normal EDM, industrial. Dude, I love me some industrial, but because I run the YouTube safe, I only have like 17 minutes of it available to me. Lo-fi, love me some lo-fi. Techno, synth, spooky, elevator music, weirdly enough. Ambient music, just tonal stuff. I can actually see. I pay for premium Pretzel. That's why you're not constantly seeing names in chat. I can technically put together a list of tracks that I've liked and play them in that order, but honestly, I think I have like 7 tracks I've liked. They even have a chiptune channel. for, you know, like 8-bit game music. There may be a playlist. They're curated playlists, you know, so you might be able to create a. Yeah, you can. It looks like you can make whole playlists for yourself. Yeah. I honestly, I've been fairly happy with, you know, with the use cases I've been using, so I hadn't really looked too much into it. But it does look like you can make playlists. Oh yeah, they have Stream Deck integration. It's actually a pretty nice setup they give you. Like I said, what I play is generally kind of limited because they do have the YouTube safe mode, and I keep it because I do upload my VODs to YouTube after I stream. You know. Yeah, dude, believe me, if I could, I would. Actually, anytime I stream with my dad, he's always like, nah, you should put some Ozzy on or something. And I'm like, man, I would love to, but I like being able to continue to put content, you know, to make content without having to pay fines. I mean, just like any license agreement, they're all shit, honestly. I understand what you mean. Licensing agreements have really gotten to the point that it's like, they're all shit, it's just a matter of how much shit you're willing to put up with, you know? I understand completely, though. Licensing is just getting out of hand these days. Problem with licenses that pertain to streamers is they don't have to just cover your home country, they have to cover international, and that just gets even stickier, and not in the fun way. Yeah. No, I know. How did this get damaged? Slim, what has happened in the base? I just rolled up in front of the freaking component container, and it had taken damage. What the fuck? I learned my lesson. Don't grind everything all at once. Grind in phases when you're working on the underside of a ship. Who are we shooting this time? It's another assert ship. That is not the normal direction for them. I mean, Neki, have you ever seen the review of the boilerplate for the Niji Sanji, talent contracts? Dear God, that thing reads like a comedy. And a nightmare for those who fall victim to it.
I'm just going to test this monitor out. It might get Derg off my back for a few minutes.
Well, he did say he was, I think you heard, he told...
Yeah, it was taking the night off, I know.
We need him too. It has been getting rough. I don't want to spend too much time talking about other people's problems, but I think he might have a little bit of viral going. Yeah. Yeah, no, there is that one funny point, couple funny points in it.
Kira,
Yeah.
or when you get a chance, you can have a look at this thing. It's mobile.
Where are you at?
Other side of your grinder pit. This.
Far side of the grinder pit?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, over there.
It's up and running.
Nice.
I don't think he's going to run out of power.
I mean, as long as the sun's out, that thing's pretty much recharging as fast as it uses it, isn't it?
Close about, yes. Okay, switch off the sorters. It's got only 2 sorters on it, but it ejects out of 6 ports. 8 ports, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I give it 30 minutes of being in space before he somehow manages to break something off of it. But other than that, it's phenomenal looking.
Yeah, well, it's got the new cargo ports on it too, so this thing's
lets it
weight.
be extra lean too, and hollow
Mhm.
ton. That is the nicest thing about those new cargos is they are so lean for how much they hold.
So I'll throw this inside the where we were supposed to do the hangar.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, if you want to go for a load of magnesium, that's what we need the most of.
Oh, we need magnesium? I can do that
Oh,
right
yeah, we
this
always
second then.
need magnesium. All right,
Where's the magnesium spawn? Do you have one or do you not have one?
I do have one. Let me drop it into chat.
Not a problem.
This is the one I have been going to most recently. It's pretty much been mined out by hand for the most part, although there is a bigger
Yep.
hole.
Okay.
I figure once Dirk gets a hold of it, it'll either last for 2 weeks, for a day, or it'll get completely destroyed in no time. It's Dirk, so kind of hard to tell which of those it'll be. All right, let me get under here and get this last gun finished for this. For this.
Oh, I'm nearly out of
hydrogen.
trust.
Ooh, hydrogen, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Need me to move your old, your starter miner, or you got a spot for it?
Yeah. I have a spot, but I've got 5 more.
At least get low.
I did get low.
Well, at least it was onto the
Well, Pat.
onto the weld pad. Ooh, did you lose a whole tank there, or just a cargo?
It's
Cargo
only
and
cargo.
engine.
Yep.
All right. Well, you got it. I don't know why I'm worried. You can take care of it. Did it already die? Yeah, it already did. It already fell out of the sky once.
Yeah, but that's because of I didn't realize how much hydrogen I was already flying it for a while.
Yeah, you might want to. You might want to find a spot for a couple auxiliary hydrogens on there. Well, hydrogen.
Yeah,
because we both know Dirk will leave it running, just like me and you both would. Well, as you did, and I would. Oh, come on, Ghost, you know good and well the most entertaining things happen when when the streamers are unsupervised. You know that good and well. It's not as fun when when we're supervised.
Yep. We like to have mischief.
You're kind of disappointed. Well, like, that's just your opinion. I really must remember more often that my mouse has keys. It has number keys on it, so that I can swap on my hotbar without having to move my hand from the keyboard. I really must remember that more often. Fair. It is going to be quite entertaining here when that kicks off. I am trying to get this ship done and in flight before then. I will admit to that. Oh. Oh, nice. Nice. Maybe a few days, huh? Oh, Ghost, a streamer that I haven't seen for a while, had their re-debut just the other day, like yesterday or the day before. The new, how to put it, the indie persona of what was formerly Hololive's Minato Aqua debuted on YouTube a couple days ago. 300,000 CCV at peak, and they sustained it. That's a record. That's ridiculous. I'd be happy to sustain a 20 CCV one of these days. Just goes to show how much people really enjoyed her. Yeah, I do need to finish this back piece, don't I? Yeah, I gotta work on that. I think I've got everything hooked up. I think I've got it all hooked up in here. Unless I decide to add something on the underside, which if I do, that I might turn that into a stealth laser nest. That won't require me cutting into it anywhere. What do y'all think? Do we turn that into a stealth laser nest down there? Just a couple of point defense lasers lancing down.
Yeah, why not?
Can't hurt to have some. Can't hurt to have missile defense on the underside of the ship. Ooh, what are we shooting at? On a cert carry-all. Seems to be running away, so I'm not worried about it. That massive hollow space, though, the part that's not taken up, there's so much hollow space in there, it feels wrong not to fill some of it. I know it's because thruster cone, but still, you know? Did I not just... I will have to do, after stream, I'll do some cleanup, getting rid of junk on the server again. It's honestly becoming kind of, routine to do that after every stream.
Well, I'm going to wait for this to get some fuel in it, and then I can move it to a docking bay, then I'll go and get
Add
some
plates in there.
magnesium.
That's not a bad idea. I was actually thinking of slabbing the floor that's empty, just to provide an extra heavy layer. Not heavy, but an extra layer on the inside. Also, the cheeky, window into the thruster compartment there. Did you like that, Slim? When you saw that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was that cheeky little. Oh, hey, look, there's a window. Oh. You just need that little extra bit of Let me go grab. Also, Slim, I think we're not running out of power, not by a long shot, but I've been finding that the LCDs in the base have been whiting out occasionally
That happens.
and resetting. It's been happening more frequently.
Yeah, because we're probably doing a lot more around the area for it. Does it go eek?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a given. We definitely put those things to the test. That's for sure. This is not the one I want.
They're operational. Just the top ones. Okay, 2 going down.
That's the one I want. Alright, so from here on out, I think it's going to be a simple look for for this. I just need to get it closed, buttoned up. If I need, if I feel the need to do more, I can always change it later, but for now I need to get it buttoned up.
Health critical.
Screw you. Screw you, Thruster. Nice. You know what? You don't. You're gonna be different. Still not sure if I'm gonna swap out those Atmos for ions. I think I'm gonna swap out the Atmo larges for ions in the long run. Seem like a good idea to you, Slim?
Yeah, well, it sounds like a. Yeah, well, Atmos will get you in the air, but
Yeah, but the ions will at least partially function in on planet. Atmos are just complete dead weight in space. Bad enough I've got a line of a small small Atmos that I'm planning on leaving on the ship for maneuvering. I've done a little bit, not enough to call myself experienced with it. I've done a little bit with them, not enough to call myself experienced. I want to learn more, want to try more, but I also don't like spending a lot of time in creative mode. I'm not a big creative player, so it's hard for me to say I'm gonna spend some time on them, you know? It feels weird. You know, here it feels like I need to connect up another line for the conveyors here, even if it is to a weapon, through a weapon, I should say. Can't go wrong with a second cargo conveyor connection into an area. I will say this: if anything bigger than a carryall comes into the area, like another Oban Tide, I probably will remove it. Just because, if we've got an Oban Tide coming straight at us, there's probably not enough firepower on the base to take it out before it hits the ship. And I think we both want to avoid having to do a ton of repair work on it. Agreed? There's been enough repair work done on this thing. We don't need to do more while we're trying to work on it. Alright. It is my personal experience that every time you think you've made something foolproof, nature makes a bigger, better fool to prove you wrong about that. So just be careful on that. I'm frequently that bigger, better fuel, so I guess I'd know. Would you rather me spend another 3 days building up additional defenses, or would you rather see us get the ship in the air? That's the way I gotta look at it. I mean, when you look at it that way, Slim could also do to the defenses, but I don't want to make him do them. Well, I kind of want us. I kind of rather both of us focus on getting the ship in the air. Sooner it's in the air, the sooner we can leave Dirk behind and make him catch up in a Aquila. God, that would be funny, wouldn't it, Slim?
Ah.
Homeward Bound, but with Dirk in a freaking in a freaking Aquila trying to catch up. Oh God, I just created an idea for a stream series, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
There's a transition block that will work here, I think. Just feels like there is. Don't leave me with the man. What have I done here? That's not quite right. There really isn't a transition block for this spot, but I really wish there was. I feel like you just cursed me there, Ghost.
He's already been having a go all day with about Dirk and the Protomorph.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
does not surprise me.
Yeah, the most hilarious thing is you have the Protomorph and a Dirk together. Who's going to keep who in line?
Is there anyone who will? I said will, not can. Will. Because let's be honest, half the people that would be able to want to see them burn, want to see things burn just as much as those two would cause.
Well, I think the Protomorph is sort of dry humping over the image of a Dirk.
As it usually does.
And then I got told, oh, we'll use me as the in-between. I'm like, hell, fuck no.
Did I just get nominated for this? God damn it. I am not babysitting Cap. Hell no, I'm not babysitting Cap. Hey, you can keep that bundle of trouble all to yourself there, Ghost. I'm tempted to make the joke of playdates are okay, but I'm not babysitting. Playdate's one thing, babysitting's a different one. I get the feeling Slim is reading chat and in his head going, "You asshole."
Oh, more than asshole.
I mean, did you see what he just posted?
Yeah, I'm tempted to, when he prints out his first ship, there's a warhead stuck on it.
God, this server is this challenge is really turning into who can into an episode of Jackass, isn't it? I don't hear any disagreement on that statement. So that probably should concern me more than it does.
Okay, this thing's going to definitely be a good miner up in space. I'm working on with the miner at the moment.
Working on the miner.
You want magnesium?
Yeah. Did you just get all the magnesium in one go?
Not quite. I haven't even filled the containers up, but I've nearly wiped the area clean.
Nice. Yeah, he will be able to get all the ores he needs with that.
Yep, I'm only coming up to about 100,000 kilos now, and I still haven't scratched the surface of the container I load.
Nice. Honestly, Ghost, my big concern is you calling Derg a pet and Cap a pet. I get the feeling they won't complain about that. That's my only
You wanted me to
concern.
make a petting zoo area.
Well, no, we just call that Ghost Stream.
Coming back to base now, I've got 27% hydrogen left.
Nice.
Oh, now.
Ooh, I didn't see that thruster. Whoops. It really is such a versatile block, the light armor slope 2x1x1 base. You know,
Yeah.
the one where it goes from full to half in a slope is such a versatile block. So useful. Like every other block in the game gets used less than other than the light armor block gets used less by me, I think. It's just stupid how useful it is for for things. Like I it really is a great block. Might be one of my favorites. How much I use it better be. Yeah, Slim, I think I even managed to maintain usage of one of the down thrusters from the original Obong in that position. That's...
I think so.
Considering it surprised the shit out of me, I forgot it was there.
Yeah, just warning it, if you move, these blocks behind you might get hit.
This one?
Yeah, this one right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just because what I've been finding is I've had thrusters side by side, and when I move forward, the one in the back, for some stupid reason, here gets taken out as well.
Where?
It's like right there.
Really?
I think it's something with the thruster damage.
With the way it moves?
Yeah.
Oh, alright. I'll be honest, every time I cut something off of this thing, I'm like, fuck, is it gonna fall? Even though I know it's not going to, still subconsciously have that moment of, oh shit, did I just fuck up?
Yeah.
You just that's what I was gonna do, is half slab it there.
Do you know there's something else what you could put there, what you've never thought of?
What?
It's interior.
Oh.
The new interior, that.
The new one? If I
Yeah,
see
give me
the
2
new
seconds.
interior, I don't remember it.
Coming up. Would you want me? I'll show you it.
Yeah, where you at? The top deck?
Yep. We're back up to these blocks. I'm gonna cut one of these blocks out. You're gonna love this.
Oh, you're right, I do. You're right, I do. And that is angled interior wall A. Alright.
Yeah, and then you've also got ones with interior lights now as well.
I tried to type interior and ended up typing anterior.
Yeah, there's I usually grab the interior wall set,
Yeah.
and it will actually give you every single one.
Yeah.
And then you've got forgetting. Oh, that would be a nice one. Give me 2 secs.
Oh, I don't have any interior plate on me. My inventory is full of armor plate because that's what I've been using so much of. I can't do this right here. I'm gonna have to start keeping interior plate on me now. Yeah, we know, Ghost. It's coming for you. Don't worry. I just had
Akira,
yeah.
if you can take this top block, what's up here above that new internal wall,
This one?
I'll show. Oh, yeah, I've got something I'm going to show you. What's going to make you go ooh? And I can even make you
Upside
go
down.
more on that.
I think that's upside down.
Yeah, it can be upside down. Remember, you're
No,
greebling.
I think it is upside down. Yes, it is. It is upside down, absolutely. I think it looks better in that position upside down. I suppose I need to take care of this wedge of atmospherics here, don't I? Because they really aren't going to provide much use for us.
Here, Kira, there's another block for you to have a look at.
Oh, the pipe works. Yeah, I have used this before. Whoa.
I've given you a lot to use now.
You know where I'm going to use the pipe works? To cover up the conveyors.
Go for it.
I think the pipe works will be best for covering up the conveyors.
Inventory.
It literally, you've got, everyone forgets about all these different interior ones.
Yeah, true. They do, they do. My inventory is full with 1,000
Oh,
steel plate. at the
and
moment.
and you've forgotten one thing if you're ever trying to greebling, is this one here.
Is that the beam?
Yep. Use it as a decoer on the outside. What I do is
Yeah, I always see more of it on a small grid ships than I do large grid.
yeah, because it's much easier than fiddle and fart ass with on small grids.
Yeah. Ooh, I was almost out of hydrogen. Give me just a minute to refill.
Not a problem.
And to pick up some interior plate. It's hilarious I can carry 1,000. It's hilarious I can carry 1,000 steel plate and a little extra, but I can only carry like 600 interior plate. Gotta love that.
Yep.
don't you? think I will use one of these to transition into the Pipeworks. What do you think? Is A or B gonna be better for this? The Pipeworks.
B's, I think, the one where it's enclosed.
Yeah, so A will be better for open piping. But the downside is that you can't really turn it with the Pipeworks.
No.
So it's like, all right, that Reaver's getting erased because it's got that freaking. I want us to fight the Reavers, but they've got that freaking pirate cannon on it, and it is just called.
Especially with what? Especially with the traders right there.
Yeah. The Yarhar is just wreaking havoc on the Actually, I kind of like. I like this more than I do the Pipeworks in this spot. I like the angled interior wall A better than the Pipeworks for this spot.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Less iron doesn't matter shit when you have to go back to refill sooner.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Why were there? Of course there were. That's another reason not to use the Pipeworks too much, is they do require large steel tubes.
Yep.
I think I will wait to do the greed lean until we've got the structure put in.
Yep.
I'd rather replace things than have to, than having to carry multiple types of stuff in my inventory. You know, there's enough bullshit in our inventories already without having to carry around 10 types of material.
Where's mine? Where did we stick him?
Ooh.
Crap.
I could flare that out more, but also, did you like where I stuck an inset connector just so we'd have access to stuff? You know, if we're having to work on the outside of the ship while we're in space.
Yeah.
Easy access to materials without having to go in and out. Figured that would come in handy having a conveyor access to on the outside of the ship. Yeah. Might as well on the pylons, you know? Well, on the nacelles.
Oh, yeah.
It is almost closed up. How is that connected? You pulled off a miracle there with that connection. I'm not sure how that's connected.
Well, this one here.
Yeah, the new ship
Yeah.
is a mile apart.
I know.
You know what? I know I keep making the joke. They is definitely my favorite block, but considering that is where our conveyor connection is, I think I'd rather prep for an extra layer of protection on it.
Mm.
I am considering it generally intelligent to over armor rather than under armor. Unless, of course, we're talking about the clothing.
Oh, are we? I thought we were talking about Dag.
Yeah, weight is a vintage cannon getting the better of lasers. I'm not so sure about that one. Honestly, it's not even that the danger of the weapon. It's just I'm tired of refixing the same things on the ship over and over. If I had to repair that again, it would make like the 9th time I've had to repair it while trying to build it. It's starting to become a problem. I should not be rebuilding things 9 times before we get them in the air. Agreed?
Yeah.
Rebuilding things can be fun. Rebuilding them more times than you're going to spending more time rebuilding than you are flying it, not so much. Well, unless your name is Ghost. Ghost does seem to enjoy things that traumatize other people. You boo, but am I wrong? I think we are just about to close it up. You know what? I don't know why I'm trying so hard to close that up right there. I've got to extend that down the length of the ship to make it to the, to wrap around the forward engines.
Yep.
My brain just had a little brain fart on that.
Brain fart?
What's wrong? Ember being Ember.
Mm-hmm.
There really was a lot of things done on this ship already. But overall, I think we've done decent so far with this ship.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that
If you need it,
whether that trend continues is definitely up in the air, but we're trying at least.
yeah.
That'd be
Well, I've
hilarious.
got the little mini welders back up and running for you.
Oh, nice.
So if you need to put stuff in it, go for it.
Yeah, thank you. It is going to be hilarious to see it is going to be hilarious to see how well this thing flies. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go hit the cam. I'll make sure to
Not a
put it
problem.
twice. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
The porcelain has been punished.
Yeah.
Got kicked twice, too.
I just had my alarm go off. I've got to go and get some shut eye because I'm going to be up in about 4 hours' time.
Ooh, yes, yes. Please do go take care of yourself.
Not a problem. Just give me a heads up when you finish that nacelle, and I'll go and then blueprint the ship, cut it in, and just do this complete flip.
Alright, no problem.
But yeah, the small welding ship's fully available for you to throw parts in, so you can leave it sitting on top of the Oventide.
Alright, alright. I've got some mad science work to do on this thing still. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And everyone has their own style, so there's never a complaint on how someone builds and designs something. I think we all first started off with what, a square box.
Yep. With rounded corners because we were halfway through we learned the slopes were a thing.
Yep. So everyone starts off as a square box. We all change from there on. So there's always chances to improve. So take care and enjoy. And yeah, hope you get everything done, and so that way we can leave Dirk's ass behind.
This is gonna turn into an episode of Jackass, isn't it?
Close about.
I mean, it already is half the time, so hey, at least we're self-aware, you know.
True, but I wonder what's going to happen when we do that team up.
Ooh, good question there. So between you and me, it definitely will be like an episode of Jackass during that time, won't it?
Hold on, we got Ghost there too.
So it's gonna be like Jackass 2.
Yeah.
Definitely better, but people are gonna argue about it either way.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of issues. Let's see, we've even got the crackness will be on and all the rest. Oh no. I don't know. It's going to be fun to see though.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a blast. Yep. If I didn't know they had the advantage of the planet to be able to sprawl out a massive defensive base, I'd be kind of worried about the Earthers.
The only thing I find what Earth has over the moon is all locations are a bit more plentiful on Earth than they are on the moon.
Yeah, and we have to they have to worry less about maintaining their oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a native thing for them, not like us Moonies. Oh God, I can't.
Yeah,
call
and,
us that. I can't call.
you
us
just
that.
realized-
I can't say that. 'Cause that's an actual religion.
The most hilarious part is, at least it's not like the Nafoons movies.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, you go get sleep. You've got work.
Yeah. Thank you. I was about to fall asleep on the... Okay, get easy,
Yeah,
man.
I could hear you slowly fading, so I had to say something.
Thank you. Take it easy, man. Catch you next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Definitely. There's not a block that does exactly what I want here, is there? Is there? There it is. That's what I was looking for. Sort of. Alright, so we gotta provide the armoring sheath all the way down here, cover all this up. Let's see. Do you think that's enough supporting lift, Ghost? Do you think that's enough supporting lift for this area? There's going to be this on this side, the same thing over there. Whatever's on this, probably with a little more, seeing as that, as well as this one, which this one's definitely getting more. Do you think that's going to be enough, Ghost? You're right, it's probably not going to. Your silence spoke volumes. Oh, there's also 2 in here for lift, so we're gonna have 5 hydrogens on each nacelle for lift. An additional 8 on the blunderbuss. 4 larges and like nearly 30 small grid for on here for hydros. I'm going to swap out those Atmos and take these ones out altogether. I think I think I'll replace these with ions. Core ion thrust is never a bad thing when you're when you're talking about ship for space. That's my personal opinion on it. You know what? This feels awkward right here. That feels better even with this awkward spot here, which we can fix. I do like that touch of being able to look in and see the thruster plumes. I do like that touch. I want there to be a small corridor here, like I think it's right here, maybe. Somewhere up in here is conveyorage. It should be. All right. All right. Y'all feel free to wag your tongues at me to get me say stuff. First timer block isn't working, dude. I feel that, Nicky. My first time trying to use them for anything, it took a lot of nitpicking to get them to work. I understand why my dad's coworkers, you know, call him a nitpicker. And they really do. They really do. As much as I joke about it, the phrase "y'all are nitpickers" comes up with him and him a lot. Okay, so sorry, I'm not very good with these doors. Like I'm just kind of manually these. I do not give a shit. But ooh, that is a Skeletor. That is a big ship. Alright, it's in cleanup now. But the little bit I know about timer blocks is that your first step of the timer block should be performing the action you want it to do, and the second one should be calling the next timer block. You shouldn't have multiple things other than that happening on a timer block. Yes, timer block chains are annoying, but they're for somebody when you're beginning to learn. It's simpler to build timer block chains than it is to try to make a whole bunch work on one. Also, whatever you're triggering the first one with, make sure it's properly triggering. Make sure it's saying start now instead of triggering the timer.
Energy low.
Remember, whatever's triggering it, you don't want it to turn on the block, you want it to trigger the block. I don't know why I deposited all my materials. I made them, and remember to use groups when you need to. I learned that one hard way. Yeah, it's definitely easier to do timer chains than it is easier to try to do a bunch of things with one timer. Also, I love the plasma reactor room here, man. Since we got the power situation handled, this thing stays on all the time, and it just looks awesome with that, with that pulsing ring of plasma circling. I love this mod, but it is so nitpicky. The MA plasma reactor mod. It is so nitpicky on getting it started. Also, some of these aren't firing because... Why are they off? Well, not that we need them on, but it's weird that they're off. We're still up in the air on whether we want to put one of those in this build here. If we do, it's probably going to be this room right here. This room is just barely big enough for it. What do y'all think? Should we do it? Should we add one of those plasma reactors to this ship? Before I go any further, I need to get the rest of these conveyor connections done. This is going to be hilarious. This is legitimately going to be hilarious. We're going to have this big ass ship, and it's going to be resting gently on a tiny connector. It's as ridiculous as what it is. Is what's holding it up currently. I didn't think I'd been up that long last night. Alright. Oh god, why am I suddenly so tired? It's a little weird. Yeah, there wasn't enough space for me to put a large up and a large down. So I'm putting large lift and five small hydrogen heads pointing up on each one of these instead. God, why am I suddenly all yawning? When I was actively talking constantly, I didn't want to yawn. Now I do. What do y'all think, though? Is this gonna be enough defense? I know there's no such thing as enough defense. I know. I ain't steel plate. My plan is to put so many of these point defense lasers on the base that no freaking missile is getting on the ship. That no point defense ship is getting moving towards us or away from us, parallel to us. I like wearing the gloves because they do look neat, but damn if they don't make it hard to use a mouse and keyboard. Good God, they make it hard to use a mouse and keyboard. yeah, I figure overall we're gonna need to worry less about down thrust than we are than we are the others. So I figure between all the large side thrusters everywhere, literally. Weirdly, there's only 2 on this. This is getting a massive overhaul, by the way. As far as weapons is concerned, this is getting a massive overhaul. For one thing, while I like these Iron Fist batteries, let's go look at the cost of that ammo. 640 millimeter. Okay, so it doesn't use uranium. That's more viable than a lot of them we've seen. Yes, there's a pair of ass rail guns on the ship. Yes, it is funny to me. I just realized how bizarre the color scheme looks currently. If you're Neki, if you're still there and you're having trouble, you may want to use a sensor to trigger the timer block instead of a button. You just have to make the sensor's detection range just to the doorway you're going in and out of. Yep, nope, that's what it does. That's what it does. Each toolbar is a separate thing to be executed simultaneously. So so yeah, you have to use timer chains when you're to do multiple things in an order. Well, just remember the last action you want on each one of those toolbars is for it to trigger the next toolbar. When you're learning, it is better to spread it out to many different many different timers than to try to compress it down to just one or two. Nice. Congrats. That. Yeah, no, that is a downer. Trying to remember. Trying to remember if there's a better way you can do that, but I can't think of it. Ghost would probably know a better way, but he's been rather quiet for the last little bit. Probably got busy at work. Smart. If you're careful with the did I go the wrong? I went to the wrong side of the ship. Oh wait, no I didn't. I need to come through here with a material sweep. If you're careful with your doors, what I wanted to do. If you're careful, if you're careful with the way you pick with the way you set up your sensor fields, you might not need to do that. And we are in a pressurized space. Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you. If nothing else, you put a heavy armor plate over them. If nothing else, you put a heavy armor plate over them. That at the very least covers them up, so there's something outside of them without adding too much chunk to your ship. Alternatively, you can set the space in between, in between your doors to always depressurize with an air vent, and then you just need one timer block to close the door. The door you need. Okay. Yeah, no, I think you could probably get away with one timer block detecting, one timer block sensing the door, one timer block if you just set the middle to auto depressurize every time, I think you can get away with 2 timer blocks for each door. One to turn off the sensor block after when it detects a player, and the other to close the door. That way, if somebody goes through and opens it, it's going to immediately close it as soon as possible. They're in space, Ghost. What the shit? Did anybody get... Dude, I got hit by 4 shells. That wasn't just one. I got hit by 4 shells before dying. It looks like that's the only spot on the ship that took damage, thankfully. And it won't be that bad to fix. Definitely got to get some ammo on that ship soon, though. So all those guns that we've been building onto it are just unusable right now. Other than the lasers, which is why I'm building so heavily in laser, because they'll be active right away, which is a massive godsend for defense. But just like all the weapon, all the gun ammo poured out of this, out of these ships. I am going to clean up those corpses, though. Mostly because that. They're just sitting there firing off into the air. That's all that's left of that. That's floating out in space, so I'm leaving it alone. Hey, Coffee, how you doing, man? I saw what you posted on the Discord. Nice. That next to last one was a little bizarre, but nice. What do you think, Ghost? Do I need to cut in here and add more thrusters? I mean, hey, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. I don't know what I was thinking when I put these on there. They look like they're clear to shoot, but hey. Coffee, do you think we built this? Do you think we're building a big enough ship? We are merging 3 different ships together into one super ship. The blue, that's a instinct frigate that we cut in half, and we split it, and we're building the halves into 2 nacelles after gutting them. I gotta do some merge magic over here still, but oh yeah. Please don't use moist too often. Please don't use moist too often. Moist. I am definitely part of the generation that was absolutely ruined by that word. Please don't use moist too often. Oh God. Coffee, how beefy is your PC? I know a lot beefier than mine. Oh, nice. So in other words, you have concerns about some of the parts being good enough, huh? Oh, sweet. Yeah, we need to recharge. What? Let's do it this way. There we go. Yeah, we've got that right there is Ghost laying on the ground, by the way. That dead engineer is Ghost. That's his name. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, no, they really were the only ones with GPUs in stock. Jesus. God, I wish I could afford a PC like that. Took me 3 months to pay my parents back for this one. And when I say pay them back, I mean literally. I had enough to cover half of it. They had to cover the other half, otherwise it would have been another 6 months for me to get a computer. Yeah, nowadays that would be what? 2.5, 2.5K? Around there. I have to build the other thruster flowers over there. Fair enough. Well, I mean, you can even as a pre-built, as long as it's not a laptop, you should be able to swap out some fans. I mean, it's not like they can really make proprietary fan mounts. You don't need bigger for fans. Honestly, some of the most popular fans on the market are actually lower profile than the more generic stuff. Fans are neat like that. They're yeah. I know Noctua fans are really popular for being fairly quiet. You might want to look into them. I am no hardware expert. Do not take my suggestion as a, oh, that's gonna work. Just telling you what I've heard. Yep. Yeah, after about the third hour of staring at spec sheets for for PCs, I finally consulted a friend who said this is probably all you'll need for the foreseeable future, and I said, ship it. Which, weirdly enough, I bought Costco. Ghost, just so you know, Costco actually has some pretty solid PCs. It was $900 at Costco, the one I got. That is a bad angle of approach. I am, I am just stopping that right there. CO2 cooling. Honestly, everything I've been seeing is that, liquid cooling is becoming obsolete. You know, that while it's still useful in certain situations, unless you're hard into modding your PC and overclocking the shit out of it, they're not really super useful anymore. Yeah, you don't need big fancy liquid cooling unless you're doing some serious modding to your PC. You know, like freaking some serious heavy duty stuff. Like, you're better off just getting a better heat sink for your CPU than you are getting fancy liquid cooling. Like, I know you see people doing stupid shit like building those computers they're literally submerged. Like, I watched a Linus Tech Tips video a while back. They built a ship that was a computer that was fully submerged in mineral oil. Like, yeah, it worked. Yeah, it posted really well, but if you're going that far to keep a PC cool, you've got more problems than just yeah, that was just too excessive. I am going to build a shroud on those thrusters, don't worry. I'm going to build shrouds around them a little. I'm not going to leave them sticking out on Nakey like that. The only problem you have there, Coffee, is then you need to put additional fans to make sure the pipe isn't getting too hot. Honestly, I find the best way to keep your unless if you're just using it for normal operations, the best way to keep your PC at a good temperature is to remember to fucking clean it regularly. Literally, the best way to keep your PC in good running order is to fucking clean it. Clean it. Just clean it. Like, there's no dramatic secret. Just fucking clean it. That's really it. It does wonders. It does wonders actually cleaning your PC once in a while. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. The outside definitely looks worse than the inside ever does. But if you the fans are the part you need to clean. Keep the fans clean. Out of any part of it, the fans are the one that's going to suck up the most. They're going to suck up the most mess. Just keeping your fans clean does so much to help your PC. Dear God, it does so much. Like that, like this isn't even me trying to shame people for just having messy PCs. Nah, it just clean your PC occasionally. It helps so much, you know. It's like cleaning your room. You got to do it. Counterpoint there, Ghost. It's bugs. Like I'm not very good about it either, but I at least try to make an effort every once in a while. It helps with your mental. It helps with your mentals when you clean, when you clean up your room. No joke. It does help. It helps with your mental state when you clean up your room. It gets when your room is too messy, it literally fucks with your head. Fair enough. But speaking from personal experience, when your room is messy, it fucks with your head just as much as anything else does, because you feel like you feel like your brain is lost in things. You look around and your brain feels lost in things.
Energy critical.
Alright, let me go get my power recharged. I'm here. Hey, take your time, man. Although I am getting pretty close to that time of day. Yeah, no, 100% same here, ADHD. Why did I do that? Same here, ADHD, life, man. But like, I found even just making the attempt to clean, and getting something done, helps. For one thing, setting yourself that task also gives you a chance to reward yourself some way. Whatever mental reward system you use for yourself, it gives you an opportunity to set one up. Like, never underestimate how your brain will feel that little endorphin rush that that ADHDers get from the completion of the task they set for themselves. It does help. like I know it sounds corny, but I've actually had luck motivating myself ADHD wise by framing things as a video game IRL sometimes, you know. It helps. It's when it comes to dealing with ADHD, it's not, oh, this is the recommended method, this is, you know, this isn't. It's whatever works. Because ADHD, it manifests in how it affects people so many different ways. It really is a whatever works kind of situation. Don't knock somebody else's method just because it's not your method. That is 100% how it is with ADHD. If if something works for you, keep doing it. You know, whatever helps your brain. Brains don't like to brain enough that I'm not going to disparage anyone for making theirs work for them. God knows mine doesn't work for me often enough. The brain does not like the brain. I'm not going to fault anyone for making theirs brain for them. Huh. I'll have to see if I can get them from him. Maybe it's not the ideal coverage for it, but they're on the inside of the nacelle. I'm sorry. I'm erasing that. I'm sorry. There's just too much destructiveness in those for me to leave that floating around. Dirt's effectiveness with them notwithstanding. What are we thinking, Ghost? Does that look like a good design for the upper part of that? I've got more to do by a long shot. But just kind of banding up and over it. Alright, well, it is unfortunately time for us to call it a day. And I apologize for deleting hostile ships like that. We've just done way too much repairing on these ships. Everyone tune in. It's after the first 9 times you've had to rebuild a ship, you just get tired of it. Especially when especially when the current iteration doesn't have a blueprint yet because it's not all joined together enough. Yeah. So, let's find somebody to raid. Is Steve on right now? Oh, wait. He's playing Minecraft? Oh, he's on Stoneblock. I did not expect that. Well, there is somebody extremely shameless at the top of the category right now for space engineers. Number 2 in the category. Help me pay my bills. Tell you what, let's drop into Digi Samurai. They're veteran friendly. Feels like an appropriate individual to raid. Family friendly too. He's actually taking care of a kid, of his I'm assuming his son. Airlock is working. Nice. All right, everybody, get ready, get set. We're gonna raid Digi Samurai. All right. Alright, I will see you guys tomorrow. Catch you later. Peace.